Alright, let's see here. What deck do I want to use today? What is... No. What is this? No. No. It's like someone playing these... What is it? No? No. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Anyway, hope you guys are having as good a day as I am. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do that. I would really appreciate it if you like the content. Anyway, guys, let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. Today we're going to be doing a top 5 review. But no, not a top 5 good video, a top 5 bad video. Today we're doing a top 5 decks that I regret owning. This should be painful, so let's get into it. Alright, guys, so coming in at number 5 is the Sinners deck. I can't complain about actually having this deck because I did not buy it. It was part of a giveaway that I won from Darren Lee Magic, the guy who made the Noodlers deck, I believe. Not Bound Magics, the Noodlers deck, like the first one, that had like noodles in it. And then Darren was the first one, and then Lou. So I'll link their Instagrams down in the description. So can't complain about owning it, just not my favorite, you know. The reason why I say I regret owning it, it's just really stiff. The stock doesn't feel great. It kind of hurts my hands. I mean, if it's all you have, they feel better than bicycles, you know. And maybe if they were like insanely broken in, I would like them more. But this just like, there's a reason it's not even in my, none of these decks are actually even in my card holder because I like all the decks in my card holder. Actually, I take it back. Maybe one. No, they're all, yeah, I like most of the decks in my card holder. But, just not my deal, you know. Can't really say much anything else about this deck. I might even give it away, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, on to the next one. We'll put number 1 over here. Number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the Diva First Edition. People seem to like these when they first came out. I don't like them just because they're printed by, you guessed it, Cartamundi. I like some of Cartamundi's cards, like the stock that Luke Whitty prints on. I believe it's like their thin stock. Ooh, that card's in rough shape. That's not good. But that's why I don't use these. Not because of that card specifically, but just because, I mean, the stock to me is just, it feels good, but it's just so thick. As you can see, it handles well, but for me in general, being a cardist, I really like thin cards. And I could probably get used to this if I had to, but just not my deal at all as I drop cards. But yeah, not my favorite. Don't think it's ever going to be my favorite. So that's really why I just don't like these cards, and I do regret owning them. Anyway, on to the next deck. Just a little bit quickly about this video. So I actually did not plan on doing a video like this because even if I don't like decks, I don't like to bash companies just in case that creates bad blood in the community between me or some other smaller companies or people that use them or whatever. That's not my intention here. This is just generally decks that I do not have a lot of interest in anymore because I don't like them for different reasons. But by no means am I bashing the company as a whole. I really like most of these companies. Just these stocks in particular aren't my favorite. So anyway, moving on to number 3. This gets really good. The 45 deck by Mono Santa. This is a great example. I reviewed this deck. I freaking love the Alphabet deck by Mono Santa. As you can see, it's fairly beat up. There's a reason why. But that deck is one of my favorites. It's probably going to be in a top 10 video if I can get another one. But this deck just, it just doesn't, I don't have words right now. Gosh. It just doesn't, you know, feel great. Like, it doesn't feel terrible, but it's just so thick. It's that thick Cartamundi stock again that I just can't get over. Tons of people like it. It's just not my deal, you know. As you can see, it handles well. Just me being a cardist. Some cardists love this deck. I think it's a very interesting concept. If it was printed by USPCC on their thin crush stock, I would have bought a brick. But unfortunately, it is not, and it is super thick. So that's why this makes it on the list of the top 5 decks that I regret owning. Anyway, on to the next one. All right, coming in at number 2, the second deck that I regret owning the most, Lace Circle playing cards. So here, I'll show you the top box. Like, I actually got these in a mystery deck from Steve. So nothing against Steve. You guys know I love buying stuff from Steve, one of my favorite playing card retailers at Wounded Corner. I'll leave it down in the description for your buying pleasure. Great prices. Anyway, I'm done with his free plug of the day. I give him a free plug almost every video, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do something in the future. Anyway, getting back. After about 2 days with this deck, it just didn't feel great. I've never really gotten anything from this company before. It's called Magic Smile, if that'll focus. Yeah, there you go. I really just didn't. I wasn't feeling it. HCPC. If someone knows what that is, let me know down in the comments. I've heard of it, but the stock just isn't there for me. They get really clumpy. They hurt your hands because of the sharp edges. I've even tried softening up the deck. And to me, they're just not all that great. But anyway, let me know about your opinion of these cards down in the comments below. Moving on to the deck that I hate the most. Before we move on, I just want to show you something. Look at the dog. He's so cute. He's just sleeping. Anyway, we're going to let him sleep. Continuing with the video. Alright guys, so number one. What is the number one deck that I regret most about owning? So, if you've been watching my videos and you've been paying attention, I'll give you a little hint. You have like 10 seconds. Pause this. Go find out what deck used to be in this deck clip that was up there on my card holder. I show the card holder in almost all my videos. So, if you want to find out what deck this is before anyone else, go do a little bit of research, watch a video, and see what deck is in this. So, I'm going to give you a few more seconds to do that, and then I will cut and show it. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, no more seconds, cutting to the deck. Alright guys, without any more hesitation and suspense for you people, it's the Vitreous deck. I bought this from, I think I got this in a mystery deck from Art of Play a long time ago. I really dig the design of this deck actually, but the stock just wasn't for me. They're made by Expert. You guys know how I feel about Expert. I might do a whole Let's Talk About Cards episode just on how much I hate Expert cards in general, except for like one deck made by them. But it just, meh. I don't know any actual cardist who uses Expert cards. If you know a good cardist that's like an actual renowned cardist that prefers Expert cards over someone else, you might want to have them like checked into a mental institution or something along those lines, just because they're that crazy. That was actually a nice fairer for this deck, but I really dig the design. Like if this was on a like a USBCC or even like the new thin stock for Cardamundi. I always forget what that stock is, and you people keep reminding me in the comments, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's like how I feel about the deck. It's not the greatest. It doesn't handle terribly, but just for me, it's one deck that I don't carry. It's a deck that I don't use, which means it might be a giveaway for you people. As you can see, the deck's in pretty good condition. Like, it's not super dirty. The cards still feel pretty new. I mean, they just have like, they don't have the rough edges anymore, which is kind of good if you want to break in a deck. So I don't know. If you want to see me give away some of these cards, let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up this video of my top 5 decks that I regret owning. If you regret any decks that you have, let me know down in the comments below. I'd be really interested to know what decks that you don't like anymore, or maybe what decks that you just bought because they look cool and they turned out to be just utter trash, or just your opinion on the video in general. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway guys, if you're not already a subscriber, I would kindly encourage you to do so. It's free, you can change your mind at any time, and it helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching. I'm the Wooden Cardist, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.